Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. right after ATB. Are you guys missing me as the ATB host? Or are you guys happy to have DZ back? I know ATB is not really my thing. I don't usually do it. So let me know how DZ treated you, or if you guys miss me. I know the ATB is DZ's thing. DZ's basically the god. DZ is the godfather of ATB. And after doing it a few times, I have a completely different level. I already had a lot of respect for what DZ does, but after doing ATB and hosting, I have a completely different respect for what he does on that show. It's a lot more involved than you probably think. But guys, thank you all for tuning in. We got about 180 people in here right now. Smash that like button if you guys want to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure for a chance to win some free NFTs. We're giving away a bunch of NFTs this week already, but for every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on the wheel, and there's 2 spots on that wheel for giveaways. So definitely smash up that like button. And if you guys notice, I have an AirPod in my ear, and that is because today we have a very special guest. You guys might find him familiar, but before we bring him on, I think you guys know who it is. We've been talking about it for a little bit. But before we introduce our special guest, I'm going to say what's up to chat, and then we're going to jump right into it. But yeah, you guys do know we do have Evan Aldo coming on today. Super excited to hear what he has to say about these markets. As you guys know, it's been kind of a weird market, so I'm super excited to see what he has to say. But real quick, let's say what's up to chat before we bring him up. Let's see, Jimmy Two Shoes, Jimmy Void, what is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Absolute OG of the channel. Ruby Red, what is going on? David, what's up? Welcome back. Bubba's Crypto, as always. Bubba says, Frankie and the CandleMafia mods are the hardest working crew in the game. Let's go, Bubba's. I appreciate you. Jimmy with a stimmy, what's going on? Thank you for being here, brother. Honey Drippers, what is going on? Crypto Billy, the absolute OG, making those CandleMafia t-shirts. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being here. Sherry, what is going on? Eric, what's up? Lucky, what's going on? Let's get a couple more out here. We got Evan Aldo in the bullpen. I do not want to leave him waiting. Let's just get a couple more out here. EMS, Armez, Captain. Shout out to Tyler Durden, Captain Kirk, Tony D, and Crypto Anon, our amazing mods. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for everything you do. EMS, what's going on? I Don't Computer. Javit the Barber, welcome back. Your owner, Johnny Marin, Lunar Beaches, and Anthony H. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, without further ado, let's not waste any time. Let's say what is up to Evan Aldo. What is going on, Evan? How are we doing today?
What is going on, man? Great to be on again. How are you? I'm in Lake Tahoe right now, just enjoying enjoying my little vacation, but still always watching the charts, always.
Absolutely. Well, that's kind of the beauty of, I mean, number one, being a YouTuber. Number two, being a trader is you get to, travel around. I know you were telling me before you got a pretty cool house that came with a pretty cool car, huh?
Yeah. I've been driving around a nice Tesla. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
That is awesome. But thank you for coming, Evan. Last time you were on, my community went crazy. They absolutely loved you. I thought you had some serious insight into the market. So with that being said, is there anything, what do you think about this? Because what do you think about the markets right now? We were talking a little bit before, I've been getting chopped up on some longs I've been trying to take. But what are you feeling about the market? Is it up, down, sideways? What are we doing?
Yeah, it's a tough time. It's a different environment. This is an environment we really haven't seen it in a while. Since I'm going to go ahead and share my I'll share my screen with you and show you guys a couple things. We haven't really seen too much of a area where you're getting so many conflicting signals. Like you're getting, a daily red dot here. At the same time, you're getting a very rare, bullish sign on the 4 hour. It's kind of snake eyes, what we call them, two deep anchor waves in the 4-day that confirms in about 2 hours. Most likely it will confirm unless we just crash down a lot in the next 2 hours. But we haven't seen things like this happen in a while, especially when you're this deep in the red on the, even in our last bear market, we didn't even come this deep in the red on the 4-day, but it's more of that sideways weird area. And what we could kind of really compare it to, the last time things kind of looked like this was, in terms of what we're seeing right now, this was our bottom, green dot right there, but this is what is comparable to right now. So what I'm thinking, based on this, and, it doesn't look like much here, but in terms of, after this one confirmed, you still had a little bit. You came up another 15, 16%. So when you're seeing conflicting things in the charts, which a lot of people have, you want to look at what the higher time frames are telling you, because that's going to have more power typically. So that's why I think we could come up a bit here. Now, would we shoot up to, 28, 30K? Probably not, but we could come up to this general area, 24K, 23K. That general part, maybe even 25K is my main view. And thing here is people would argue, VWAP is curving down on the 2-day. It wasn't above the zero line for too long. I don't think it's going to play out that negatively. Also, if you look at the DXY, I know a lot of people like to look at that. That's looking a little bit more bearish. I think generally nothing goes straight down in any direction. VWAP's coming up in your 8-hour, your 4-hour, just confirmed a green dot. I think we got a little bit more gas in the tank here. In my view, 4 yellow X's, when you get like 4 or 5 yellow X's on, lower time frames, such as a 30-minute, really any time frame for that matter, but 30-minute at least, an hourly, it's going to be pretty powerful to bring you up a bit. I could see us coming up to this pocket, at least in the short term. And then after that, it's a matter of time. This area is big. So, I mean, to give you guys kind of what I'm looking at, I mean, I went scalp long on ETH at I don't know what it was, 3, 4 a.m. Eastern time. I'm in Western time. So it's interesting. I'm able to trade at different times I normally do, which is, it's an interesting experience. But yeah, I do think, based on this, based on your 15-minute money flow crossover here, this could bring us up a decent amount. I mean, if you just map out when we crossed over from, last time we crossed over from red to green here, 2%. So if you come up 2% by this general percentage, you could come up a bit more here. It's probably, I would look to take my first profits on a trade right here, and then stop loss below swing low here. Probably it would have a very high probability of winning. So yeah.
I love it. And just watching chat here, people going nuts. Thank you so much for coming back, Evan. Says Eric Ward. Yeah, they love you, man. So yeah, that
Awesome.
is. Thank you for sharing your chart. I think like I said, I've been a little trigger shy on these. We were talking a little bit before we hopped on. I've been a little trigger shy with these longs because it's just like we were doing real good with the shorts, and then I tried to get into a couple longs. Market just spit right in my face, and then yeah, like I was saying before, I was going to get into a long, a little bit before the stream, and I was trigger shy, but yeah, we kind of have a similar outlook. We were looking at possible pump to between like 25 and 26K, we think is in the cards.
Yeah.
Now, question for you: I know you're mostly a market cipher guy, is that right?
Right. Hmm.
So do you use, because I know recently we have been checking out another indicator, Lux Algo. Do you have any experience with Lux Algo? And if not, are there any other indicators that you look at? Like, even if it's a little bit, like once in a while, I'll pull up the MACD. Not really. I would say I'm mostly market cipher and traditional TA. But are there any other indicators that you keep an eye on?
So Lux Algo I've heard of. I've heard good things about it. To be honest, I've been too lazy to kind of learn it and figure it out. That's kind of my thing with it, because my view on this is kind of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, why would I go through that hassle? But it's risk reward. Maybe you could do a lot better. Different strategies, use both of them. In terms of other indications, I mean, main thing I look at is fib levels, which are big, and the spider lines. I'm trying to think in terms of like anything else. Volume, sometimes I will use the volume indicator, sometimes see volume areas for support and resistance. But no, other than market cipher, I haven't really had a need to try anything else. There's just so many things in market cipher. The RSIs, there's the VWAP, momentum waves, money flow. So, the way I have my system, in place, it's worked, very, very, very well so far. But I'm open to trying other things, as long as they're, I know there's always copycats on market cipher and stuff, as long as it's an original indicator, not just somebody who copied something else. But yeah, definitely when I have some more time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like, we'll look at, like, I mostly like traditional TA. It is hard. Like, I like that you said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we talk about that a lot on my channel. Just even with just traditional TA, it's like we talk about how a lot of people just overcomplicate it. We got a double helix, crazy patterns like even experienced traders have never heard of. And if you look at these, standard deviations, all this crazy math. And I try to preach, like, keep it simple, stupid, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If for me, it's been so far market cipher and just traditional TA, the spider lines we love. And but like I said, we are starting to check out Lux Algo. I'm putting it through the paces right now, trying to learn it, which is a feat in itself. Especially with Lux Algo, they have so many. They have a ton of different indicators. But getting back to price action a little more, I'll just ask you the question that I know, I'm sure you've gotten already 100 times.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said you are expecting a little bit of a pump up before possibly coming back down. What would be your low target for the bear market? Do you think
let me show you kind of what I'm thinking. I want to kind of show you it before I say it, because it's kind of depressing. But so the secret indicator, this is for you guys special. This isn't a time frame I show to many people. Secret time frame is the 10-day, and nobody really looks at this. You know what I mean? So if you go for a bear market bottom, what happened? The way we got the bottom both times was essentially when this crossed from green to red last time. Also in 2014, it crossed from that was what I was drawing before, but green to red. And then you get a deep, green dot here, which marked the bottom in both places. This is a really good indication too for when we get the next one here, the next deep anchor wave, a green dot with the dot below. And it's interesting here because it's possible we could get it before we cross into the red. So this could be, a time where we need to get two of them. The first one doesn't give us the bottom, but if you just map it out, like in terms of percentage from I would say you want to map it out in terms of percentage, probably from 2013, because this market looks a little bit more double top market. This cycle looks a bit more like 2013 than it does 2017. So, say what I think is kind of this wick down right here is kind of symbolic to our 17K wick right here. So, if you map where the actual bottom was from here, it was about another 45% down. So, if you go 45% down, it would be, get ready for it, about 9 or 10K. Now, market cap is a lot bigger now. It would make sense that, it would totally make sense to keep 12K, keep something like that in terms of what we're looking at. Also, another thing I've been looking at to map out a bottom has been the 6-day. And basically what you're looking at is just for the 6-day to come deep. You know what I mean? This is probably an even worse prediction. I forget this prediction. It might actually be a little bit better, I think. 51% down from there. So essentially 51% down from, 20K, about 10K, 9K. And if you look at a lot of those psychology charts where it shows like, I don't know, margin, anxiety, depression, all that,
Yep.
the bottom is in that like accumulation psychology thing, the bottom, it would be around these areas, around 10 to 12K. And, given how the Fed keeps raising rates, you would probably, the way I would map it out is, what I'm thinking will probably happen is get something like this and then gradually come down towards September, October and bottom out. Could be in December or it could be earlier. The way I've been looking at the 10-day to give us a possible bottom would be kind of the same distance. If you look at how long it took in this market, in this bear market right here, what we're at right here is approximately October. So October to the bottom in about 3 months here. So 3 months from where we are right now, we're in basically July. So July, August, end of September, maybe October. If it's at 10K in October, that's a big 10 to 12K in October. That's a big area. Also, people always look at the 300 week moving average. The 200 week didn't mean much. We just blew right down through it. But 300 is at 12K. And then there's also the 400 right here. This is probably like 400 would bring us 9K. So between 12 and 9K, like I would say, like me personally, I'm not going to buy it anything on, I'm not buying at any prices under 9K. That may be a mistake, but that's where you get into kind of failed asset category under that point, I would think. But yeah, 10 to 12K, big area.
Yeah, I think that's really important what you just said there. A lot of people might be scratching their heads when someone says that, if it goes below 9K, I'm not going to buy. Meanwhile, you got most people out there, if it goes below 9K, I'm putting mortgaging my house. I'm selling everything. But I do think that is really important to realize because, like you said, it does start to get into the dead asset area, and could wind up being pretty risky buying it down there. Now,
the other thing too is where the argument. This is important. The argument like against it is against what I'm saying here is I know Garrett Soloway was saying the other day on Paul Barron's channel that that Amazon went down like 95% in the .com after the .com bubble popped, and that would bring Bitcoin down to like 3K, and then it came all the way back. So I could be wrong, but the way I see it is like, you know what I mean, like 3 to 10K in the grand scheme of things wouldn't be like that, missing out on that much. So
right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Have you seen? Did you see Robert Kiyosaki's prediction? Was it? I think he said it's going to drop 95% from 20K.
That's crazy because his original prediction was 24K, then it was 17K. Now it's, what would 95% down from 20K be? Like 1K?
Yeah,
$200?
Yeah, I think it's like 11. I think it's like $1,100.
Yeah, I mean, he's somebody like that. He's getting to the point where he's just flopping and groping here. He's just changing his mind every week.
I'm just gonna shoot super low now.
Yeah, I mean, that's where you get into like that. This is where it gets into just gambling. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, oh, buy this random penny stock that's down 98%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love that the 6-day and the 10-day, the secret timeframes. CandleMafia, you heard that. If you guys appreciate Evan giving us these secret timeframes, definitely go subscribe to his channel, guys. Go blow up Evan's channel. I know a
Yeah.
lot of you are probably already subscribed to him, but if you are not already, please go, please go subscribe to him, because you guys are definitely missing out. I don't think we've ever looked at the time at the 10-day, at least on stream. So there you go. He's giving away some good info here. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. And then if you guys have any questions you want to ask Evan, go ahead and throw them in chat now. And we can ask them, and then Evan, you can answer them. If you don't want to answer them, feel free to pass. I don't know what kind of, we might get some weird questions here. But let's see. Let's read some chat here. We have Zatoshi saying 14 to 16K looks like the true bottom. Will get touched multiple times, maybe accumulation channel until November. And I do like you're talking about Evan possibly bottoming out in November, I think you said, which I think 2018, it was like December, so pretty close. Cyclically, it would somewhat make sense, at least in my opinion.
I think it would make, October too, because you look at September, October. Obviously, I think that's when the Fed will probably start to pivot at least a little bit, because they got midterms and everything. So it would make sense a little bit for them to pivot. So that's why I would think November. I don't know if November is normally a bottoming month. I don't know about November. I think more September, October. I'm a September, October type of guy.
Yeah. All right, cool. We got Crypto Crazy saying just subscribe to Evan. Raish saying Evan's stirring up some different sauce today. Love it. We do have one question from Crypto Billy. He says, what is your shirt size so we can send you a CandleMafia t-shirt? Shout out.
Oh man. It's usually a large, but it depends. It's between a medium and a large. Usually a large. Give me a large.
There we go. Crypto Billy, it's a large. You got it. Now, so it is interesting. We talk about this a lot. I have two things, just a statement and a question. It is interesting. I just find it so interesting that there are these numbers that everybody kind of comes to, regardless of the type of TA they do, right? Like I know obviously you're heavy on Market Cipher. I'm kind of in a similar boat, Market Cipher, some traditional TA. And then you could talk to someone like Garrett Soloway, who does, a little bit, he's more traditional, if I'm not mistaken. And then you can watch someone who's on a completely different, goes based off of a lot of different indicators. And everybody falls like, I found, mid to low 20s was the first kind of pocket that everybody was kind of like, this is the spot. And then when we break that, everybody comes to the same. And now 10K seems to be, where a lot of, confluence of TA people are just kind of finding, between 12 and 10K. We're kind of, this box down here. We can't see my screen. I don't want to take you off screen, but we actually, yesterday we were kind of looking at the lower price levels, and we were looking at, between 12 and 9K, somewhere in that range, which kind of, matches up with what you're saying. Okay.
The other thing too, that or go ahead. I was going to say that if you look at the pattern, like in terms of corrections from all-time highs, I believe 2013 to the bottom, from the top to the bottom, was 87%, and then 2017, 2018 was 84%. So that's a 3% decrease. So if it's 82 or 81%, that brings us to like 12K. So it would make sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. And it is funny, like when we were hanging out at that macro golden pocket at around 29K, everybody, I had so many people, like I'd tell them like, they're like, do you think the golden pocket's gonna hold? And I would say no, and they look at me like I had 10 heads. They're like, you think it's gonna drop more? And I'm like, Bitcoin typically drops 85%, and that's just normal. And like we were down, way less obviously than 84. We're not even down 85% right now. But it's just funny to see people. I don't know if they've gotten it. They just got into crypto. They haven't been through a bear market or whatever it is. But they're like, you think the golden pocket's gonna break? And I'm like, dude, if we're going into a bear market, we can come down 85%, and that wouldn't even be panic mode. That would just be like, oh, this is normal. But yeah, I just thought that was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting. I think when everybody. It's tougher to find, the other thing that kind of makes it a little bit tougher here is, look, I mean, look at how crypto YouTube has blown up. So many more people know about it now. I mean, it's getting to the point where people are losing interest, which is indicative of getting close to a bottom. But
Hmm.
still, I mean, there's still a lot of people into it. It's not like, because I remember, in 2018, I mean, everybody thought it was dead, once we got to like 6K, 5K from that. It's a little bit different now. I mean, people do think it's dead, but it's not like it has so much more interest than it used to have. Way more people understand it now.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember in 2018, it was like, that's it. The bubble popped. Crypto's over. Like, go home. The whole thing is done.
Yeah.
It's never coming back. And yeah, and now and then look at that. We have another bull run. Obviously, this one playing out a little bit differently, closer to 2013, 2014. I think, like you mentioned earlier, rather than 2017. But we do have another question, a serious question from Crypto Billy. He says, what do you
Mhm.
think about MicroStrategy buying 240 million in BTC today? Everyone was talking margin call, and he bought more.
I think he has a good strategy, like a good structure with it. I don't know exactly how he's doing it, but he's not. They just have so much money. He's borrowing against small amounts of what he has, because if his like main, he's going to blow up. I think at 3K. I think that's the main view, which he's safe until then. I think it makes sense. 20K is a big area, and then if he probably has a plan all the way down. I mean, somebody like him. I mean, he's probably studies it a lot, obviously. He probably has a plan all the way down to 10K or whatever. I don't think he would. He probably would have the same view I would have. I don't think he would continue to buy under 10K. I think, or under 9K, that area. If we're getting to like 5, I mean, maybe he will, but I don't know what his plan allots. I'm not an expert on everything he does, but I think it's generally kind of bullish. That could definitely fuel a run up to 24, 25K that we've been talking about. So, I think it's a good thing, that people are still buying it. It would definitely shock the market if he were to sell or whatever. Did he have a margin call that he paid off, or
Had to
do you
cover.
know the
I
details on
I do not know I was actually I
that?
was
Okay.
about to follow up with that question to you because I'm not 100% sure. Anybody in chat, if you guys know if he had to cover his margin at all, let us know. Um, Now, I actually have a question. Talking about when you mentioned if it does go below 9K, you probably wouldn't be buying. Now, saying it's getting into that dead asset area, how do you think that would affect the rest of the crypto market? Do you think it's just Bitcoin is the dead asset, or you think it would kind of affect everything?
So the thing how it would work is what would be interesting is, like, let's say we have something that happens where Bitcoin's at 7K and then Ethereum held up a lot better. It would be pretty likely that Ethereum would overtake Bitcoin in market cap and be the main asset, and Bitcoin could potentially, maybe it still would trend up with time, but it just wouldn't be, it would maybe eventually become dead. That's what you would see if everything's just going, really, 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 really low like that, and the stock market's also really getting killed, and we're going into a Great Depression. Then you would probably get into the category where it's not a dead asset. But I would be very keen to look at other projects and other things, how they're holding up. If Bitcoin's at, let's say, 7, 8K, things that have held up better than that, I would be very keen for that. If nothing else has held up better, and the stock market's, going into major, major recession, down 50% or whatever, then, it makes sense. So that's what I'd be very keen to look at.
Gotcha. I am actually going to. I'm going to ask you another question, and then I'm going to head over to the board. And they're saying lower for me to lower your volume a little bit. So I'm going to do
Okay.
that. But before I run over there and do it, this is. Oh, we got Tom Crown in chat. What is going on, Tom?
What's up,
Uh,
Tom?
Thank you for being here, bro. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you're going to be next on this show in Evan's seat. But I'll just have fun with this one. And then mods, if you guys see any, so I don't have to sift through these. If you guys see any good questions, could you guys just pop them in chat with like a little emoji so I can see them? That would be awesome. And then I'll just ask you this basic question, which I'm sure you've also answered a million
Mhm.
times, because I've been getting this question a lot recently too. Tom, feel free to put your answer to this question in chat as well. Next cycle, let's say Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, we'll say we bottom out at like 12K, 10K, whatever it is.
Yeah.
We go into another bull bull run, what would your price prediction for Bitcoin? We're not holding you to it or anything, but a fun speculative guess of the next bull run.
It's probably a little bit more conservative than a lot of people would like to hear, but I think it's probably somewhere between 100 to 150K. Probably 120K would be the sweet spot. I mean, you look at an asset like this that everybody knows about at this point. I don't really see it getting more than say we bottom out at 12K. I don't see it really getting more than a 10x with all the people that know about it at this point. I would say it would. I'll even elaborate even more. If we go up to say 120K, 150K for the next cycle in 2024, 2025, then the following cycle after that, assuming, I mean, who knows how much will come down from there. But I don't think you're going to get to that million mark everybody's talking about in 2030. But I think you could easily get up to 400K, 500K. That would make a lot of sense. Just too many people know about it. And I mean, if you have a 10-year, say an 8-year trajectory right now, and you get in at 20K and we go up to 400K, that would be a 20x. That's doable for something everybody knows about in an 8-year period. Anything more than that, I mean, $1 million, even if it is $1 million, I think, in terms of buying power, it would probably only be 400K, 500K the most. Maybe you could, in terms of the structure it would take, in terms of the multiplication it would take, Ethereum would probably give you those type of gains, assuming that stands the test of time. That's who you'd look at. But to reiterate, if you didn't hear in the beginning, Frankie, I'd say somewhere between 120 to 150K for next cycle.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have that's kind of where I answer that question in I think who knows? I think we've definitely hit 100K. But I was saying, let's hit 100K and then let's get there first, and then we could pick a higher targets because I remember in the beginning of this bull run, I remember I think it was, I don't know, I might be getting this wrong. I should probably fact check this, but was it JP Morgan that said they thought it was going to go to 500K?
I believe it was, I know Citi said 300K.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, they weren't. The issue with that is nobody was accounting for diminished returns. They weren't. They were just doing the same percentage as the last cycle. That was the issue with that.
Yeah, that's yeah. I would definitely. I think definitely breaking six figures would be. My guess would be between 100 and 120. But again, it's who knows what the just the world is going to look like. Hopefully it's not too crazy, but we do have.
I got another crazy theory for you. This is a real conservative estimate, but it's definitely possible. Next cycle only brings us up to 90K, and you still get that. Say we go down 10K, you get the 9 or 10x, 90K, you almost get to 100K. It's the biggest tease ever. Then you come all the way back down, I don't know, 30K or something. Then by 2030, you get up to 100 or 120K. That would still make kind of sense based on the current market cap and everything. That's a very conservative prediction, but it would still give you your 10x over an 8-year period. But,
yeah, that would make sense. It would be.
That would be similar to Apple stock's performance in the last 10 years. That would be similar to that type of performance.
Right, and it would be like the ultimate troll, right? I mean, I remember when we first hit 69K and started, dumping, I was just it would make a lot of sense for Bitcoin to top at 69K. I mean, it is the ultimate meme it's just so crypto for it to top out at 69 and then for it to troll us with that, close to 100K, I think makes a lot of sense. I'm just going to take a couple of more questions. We don't want to, absolutely bombard Evan here, but let's see. Question for Evan from Rob the Crypto Snob. He says, how long do you think this bear market is going to last until the next bull run? I'll just let you answer. I know you were saying November for a bottom.
So I would say somewhere in between September to, this is a long range, but probably January, the latest, January, February, the latest, somewhere between September, most likely somewhere between, September, October, or that general area towards the end. After the bear market finishes, it's an accumulation phase. You don't just go into a bull market, sadly. So, if history repeats itself, 2023 would be something similar to 2019. So say you bottom out at 12K, 16K, wherever in, September, October, you probably could have a nice, 2-3x at least or something up into the end of 2020, mid 2023 or something. If we're repeating like 2019, obviously it's not going to repeat exactly. Nothing does, but you could get up to 40K, maybe even 50K in next year, I would say, in accumulation phase. And then 2024, 2025, that's where you would see, your 100K everybody's been waiting for. So yeah, or at least new all-time highs.
Yeah, what a celebration that would be. Finally hitting
Yeah.
100K would be absolutely insane. I do have another question here. Now they're saying my audio is too low, so I may go try and fix that while you're answering this question. But
Yeah.
have you been hearing about this whole false top theory thing, where the first top was actually the cycle top rather than the actual all-time high?
Yeah, I have heard that. There's that, what, a pi cycle indicator. The thing with that is like there's no like false top. Like no, we know it went to that price. You were able to buy it and sell it in the high 60s. We made new. That's not. Yeah, I get what you're saying. People, the theory is Ethereum. Brought it a bit higher, but it kind of repeated similar to 2013. So look, I mean, if you sold at 65K versus 69K, is that big of a difference? But it falls. There's, yeah, I think a lot of people, who are calling 65 as the top forever or whatever. I know Crypto Face was a little bit. They want to say, maybe 68K was a false top, but look, I mean, you were able to buy and sell at 68K. I mean, it looks similar to 2013. But in the theory, grand scheme of things, I mean, look, if you were somebody who sold at 64K or whatever, and you're calling 68K a false top, I mean, you didn't miss out on much, so good for you. You missed out on Ethereum a lot, but really Bitcoin, no, you didn't miss out on much.
Yeah, and it is, you're saying being more similar to 2013, 2014. That was kind of what I told people when they were asking me, like, oh, like, how do you think we're going to break that macro golden pocket? First there's the 85% correction argument, but the other thing, they're like, this time's so much different. And it's, I would counter that argument with, number
Yeah.
one, they were saying that in 2018. And then also, every cycle has had its quirks, right? We had the blow off top in 2017, and then the little double top type thing going on in 2013, 2014. So they do all kind of have their quirks. And let's see, we'll take one more question. Oh, that question was from let me see, what do we got? Okay. Other than macroeconomic factors, why haven't we bottomed? If there weren't inflation worries, quantitative tightening, energy concerns, and a war, do you think we would have already bottomed? So do you think this is kind of an extended bear market because of the economic factors? What do you think about that?
It's hard to say. It really is hard to say because that's trying to estimate, how people would react, and that's such a hard thing to say. But yeah, I mean, it would make a lot of, well, really, these factors you're talking about could make us bottom faster because it could be more of a slow bleed down if you bottom, if those factors aren't there. That's tough. That's really tough. What do you think about that? That.
I I would say I don't know. I would kind of agree with you. I would say if we were to see something crazy happen, everything just kind of, it's kind of like the rip the band-aid off situation where it's like kind of the
Mhm.
macroeconomic environment just goes nuts and then Bitcoin just absolutely plummets. It's kind of like a black swan event. We get the big dump and then that's kind of the bottom and then you come up from granted, like, you would, who knows how low we would go. So like if we came down and bounced, who knows where we would bounce to. But yeah, I would say, if things actually went crazy, it'd kind of be like a rip the band-aid off situation where it could make us bottom faster.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, I kind of, I, I kind of approach the markets, and I approach everything like this in life. Honestly, I don't like being too not confident, but like, too determined in what I think. Right? Like I'm always
Mhm.
open to different things, but I would say, as a baseline, I would expect the cycles to stay somewhat, the 4-year cycles to stay somewhat intact. And until they're completely shattered, I don't really see much of a reason to expect that something crazy would happen. Obviously, with a recession coming, I am expecting, maybe this bear market to be a little different. We've never seen Bitcoin in an actual recession. We've had bear markets for Bitcoin, but mostly the rest of the world, macroeconomically was it was doing okay. Um,
Mhm.
so but I won't be one of those people. When it starts to really break, I'm not going to just hang on to it to hang on to it. I'm the first person. If it proves me wrong, then we'll adjust. But yeah, I would expect to see something similar play out that we've seen between all the other
Yeah.
cycles. How do
You
you
know
take
what's
do you take the cycles into account?
Yeah, you know what's crazy that nobody's, I mean, sure, there's definitely people talking about it, but the double, it's really the same as 2013. The double, so far with the double peaks, November and, or April, November. And so
Right.
far, that would bring us a bottom in January, which nobody's, I feel like it's too obvious, you know what I mean, for it to be the exact same in January, but that's what's kind of crazy. Nobody's really talking about that. So, no, I do
Yeah,
think you'll
that
keep the general 4-year cycle. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. And it is kind of crazy. I know for BitBoy's channel, I helped him out with some charts on just kind of digging into the charts and finding the previous
Hmm.
tops, finding the previous bottoms, the distance between the tops and the bottom, basically just dissecting like the distance between everything, trying to connect dots. Uh, and there's a lot of really weird similarities, like eerily similar. Um, but it is true. I mean, we don't even really talk about that much. But it is very, very, very
You would
interesting.
be thinking like a lot of people would be screaming that it's going to be January because of that. You know what I mean? You would be thinking that
Right.
so many people it's like, oh, it's it's January, it's 100% because we pop. You know what I mean? But not like I'm sure there's definitely people saying that, but it's not like as many as you would think.
Yeah, yeah. It is it is strange. All right, let's take one more question. I think I said one more before, but we'll take one last one. Um, let's see. Question is okay. So that question was from Chemistry Bro. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Um, let's see. Question: check out the 6 month and 1 year candle. Thoughts? That was from Crypto Billy.
Oh,
The
I could
six
take a
month
look
and the
at it.
1 year
Let's see.
candle.
Let me share my look at this
Someone
six
said that to
month.
me earlier on another live stream. Someone saw me in the background and they said, "Ask Frankie Candles to look at the 6 hour." I just like looked at the 6 hour. I was like, okay.
The 6 month. Okay, I got so many lines here you can't even. Um, okay, maybe it's easier to look at. Okay, logarithmic would probably serve us better here. Oh, okay, yeah. So if you repeat, this was the pandemic, basically, January 2020. That was that area, and then it does look similar to that. So it is kind of indicative of. It's indicative that we're getting close to a bottom, definitely in terms of like how it looks. 'Cause that was the bottom in 2015. That one. So basically, you're looking at a deep. Okay, yeah. On Hikins, you're looking at like. Well, let's look at a regular too. Regular, it almost, if you're just just visualizing it, kind of, it looks like you're getting close, but you need, yeah, for 2013 you need a little bit more. Also looks like, yeah, you need a little bit more. And the next candle opens for this in tomorrow, for a couple days. So within the next, this would basically be predictive that we will bottom out within the next 6 months. So essentially by the end of the year, we will bottom out based on this. But it shows that you still have a little bit more blood. Also, if you look at these EMAs, I mean, we got one at 8,900, another at 13. Could be 13K. Nobody's talking about 13K. It could be around there. But yeah,
And they're saying CBBI is your best friend. Do you keep an eye on any of those things like the CBBI? I don't know. I don't know if you know about that, the Bitcoin Bull Run
the
Index or the Fear and Greed Index. Do you take a look at any of that stuff? Eh, on
um,
top of that,
yeah,
do
go ahead.
so do you look at that stuff and just in general, like because like I know some people who are just strictly technical traders, like they trade the technicals, they don't really pay much attention to the news. Like how much do you take stuff like that, the CBBI, news, Fear and Greed Index, and technicals? Are you just way more technicals? Is it kind of a mix?
It's more technicals. I mean, Fear and Greed Index, I'm sure like anything else, like I view that as kind of like, once everybody knows about it, it's not as accurate really. It could just keep going on and on. You could get something out of that. I mean, obviously buying, right now when the fear is, probably at all-time highs, I believe is, usually in the grand scheme of things, a good idea, but it could go even lower always. I mean, those indicators, sometimes they go off the charts. Sometimes it goes lower than you could even imagine on those So I do look at them a little bit, but it's mainly, all technical. Just buying, the fear and greed index, it hasn't been volatile lately, but there's been times where it's just so volatile. I mean, it's not. I think it showed like a very high greed level towards the end of 2020 when we were at 20K. So, in the grand scheme of things, now we're back at 20K. So, I mean, if you sold there, you could have got back in here, but you would have missed out on a lot of gains there.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I look at it, just to kind of see like, more macro stuff, like how's everybody feeling, market sentiment in a more of a macro sense. But yeah, I would say I'm definitely much more technical. Like sometimes people tell me to look at coins. I'll look at them, do TA on them. I don't even know what they are. If it's a
Yeah.
meme coin, it's kind of easy to tell from the price action. But yeah, sometimes I look at it, I'm like, this looks pretty bullish. I don't know what it is. It might be a horrible project, but
Yeah.
technicals look good.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
I get you.
So I think that's it for the Bitcoin ETF. They're making fun of me right now, Evan, because I always say
Yeah.
I'll look at one more coin, guys. I'll look at one more coin, and we wind up going over time. And someone just said
Yeah.
if Frankie does his
Yeah.
one last question, we're gonna be here all night. But super people absolutely loving this info, guys. Before I hand it over to Evan, please, whatever you got going on, let the people know. Feel free to, self-promote the heck out of yourself. But yeah, guys, if you are not already subscribed to Evan, go to his channel. What are you guys doing? Please go subscribe to him, and get some amazing market cipher TA. And if you liked what you saw today, there's much more of that on his channel. Do you go
Mhm.
live, at specific times, or is it kind of when things happen?
Yeah, it's kind of random. It's when things happen. I mean, sometimes I try to go live in the morning, when markets open up on the East Coast, but now, you're traveling around kind of more random, just when things are happening. But yeah, but you get notifications. So I go live a lot. I do pre-recorded videos sometimes as well. I do have a course a lot of people have liked. I have an exclusive Discord with exclusive TA and some trade entries, stuff like that. Not right 100% of the time, but we're right, usually right. So yeah, that's basically what I do. Twitter too, have real Evan Aldo. It's mainly YouTube's mainly what I'm on. Evan Aldo, subscribe to the channel. So yeah, guys, that's about it.
Boom. Absolutely love it. Evan, thank you so much for coming on, man. This was awesome. CandleMafia was loving it. Guys, thank you for the great questions. And yeah, Evan, hope to have you on soon. We don't want to hold you up. We know you're on vacation in
Yeah.
that crazy, $3 million house. That is pretty cool, man. So have a blast. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it for real.
All right. Thank you so much, man. It's been awesome. Have a good one, man.
Take it easy.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. There we go, guys. The one and only Evan Aldo. So I hope you guys like that. Throwing hearts to Evan Aldo if you're still in here, brother. They are definitely showing the love in the chat. But yeah, guys, there you go. Stirring up some special sauce with Evan Aldo. I was just the he was the cook there. I was just the I don't know, what is an assistant cook or assistant chef? I was just holding the pan. He was doing the ingredients and mixing it up. But yeah, guys, definitely go mods if we can. Yeah, you guys are good. Yeah, guys, link in the description, guys. Go check, or link in, the link is in the description, I believe, as well, but link in the chat too, guys. I don't even care. I want to see our numbers go down, so you guys leave the live, go follow Evan, and then come back. We want to see you come back, but definitely go subscribe to him, guys. Subbed indeed. There we go. Let's go, Mafia. Go get him. Nice seeing you, Evan. Absolutely, guys. We're gonna have Evan on, hopefully a lot more, as long as he liked it. But yeah. Guys, let's go ahead and let's jump into. I feel like we might have forgotten to do some housekeeping here. We did record before we jump into the charts. I did drop that KuCoin trading bot video for anybody who's interested in that stuff. If we can link that as well, go check that out, guys. This will be the video. This will be the giveaway video that you need to like, be a subscriber, and leave a comment on to enter the giveaway. So definitely make sure you check that out. Pretty cool video. Nice and short. I think it was like 9 minutes, one of our shorter videos. But I basically show you guys how to set up the bot. It's pretty easy. We used the AI settings, so we didn't even have to change any settings or whatever. But I showed you guys how I set it up. We threw some money in, and we're going to see how it performs. I'm going to make some update videos. Maybe we'll check in on it on the live stream as well. But yeah, definitely go check that out. The line cook, is that the assistant? I was just the line cook there, guys. Hey, sometimes you got to get, you know, I bring you guys the red sauce, right? The red sauce. But sometimes you got to get the vodka sauce or the fettuccine. You know what I'm saying? The Alfredo. Fettuccine is not sauce. You got to get the Alfredo sauce. You got to get the vodka sauce, whatever it is. And that's why we got Evan and our awesome special guest that we have on here from time to time. But without further ado, guys, if we, let me just get out of here. If, you know, I know we just went over Bitcoin a little bit, but let's go ahead and jump on into the charts and do some more TA. Let's do it. So here we are. I do just want to point out a few different things here. If you guys were watching, the stream, are we on the right chart? This is Bitcoin. It is the right chart. Okay, beautiful. Here we go. Coming down to the lower time frames here, guys. Oh no, where did our support? Where did our level go? Oh, we lost our level here. We did have a level here. It got deleted. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Will it come back? I don't know. Maybe it won't come back. But guys, we've essentially come down. We did have a level here. But getting right above this spider line, let's jump over to the daily. We do have some good things to look at here. Daily red dot, right? We were talking about this yesterday. Here we go. Daily red dot, right? Pretty bearish sign, but you know, I don't really know how much this is going to play out. You know, I was telling you guys, watch this little, you know, might just dip below that zero line and swoop right back up. I know you guys almost can't see. But we did get that red dot printing, not confirmed, but it is printing on the daily. Closes in about, an hour and 21 minutes. So that is a little bit more on the bearish side. But then if you look here, we have a 4-hour double green dot confirmed as we were getting a little move to the upside. You know, 4-hour, let's check lower time frames. Your 12-minute did come into the green. Your 15-minute did come into the green, but now you're just kind of flopping over here, but your VWAP might come up and save you. You know, we are essentially, you know, this was boring. I mean, this was, let's come down to a lower time frame. This is kind of what I wanted to talk about, guys. We drew this, I believe, last night on the stream. Correct me if I'm wrong. We did draw this on the stream last night. Somewhat of a bear pennant here. Boom, you come in, you consolidate. You guys know at this point, we've been pointing these out forever. Just pointing out Bitcoin and crypto in general has been loving these bearish continuation patterns. Obviously, we're in a bear market, so it would be typical to have a big leg down, consolidate a little bit, and continue down. But we pointed this out on the stream yesterday. Bear flat or bear, somewhat of a bear pennant. Boom, you consolidate, you're likely to break out and continue down, and it is exactly what we got. I do not know where our level went, but we did have a level right here, exactly. It fell right to our next level. It got deleted, or maybe we turned it off. I don't know where it was. I was kind of excited to show you guys this, and it's just gone. But there you go. You're going to have to take my word for it, or don't. We did have a level right here. It did come right down to our level. But as of right now, you know, we are, let's go ahead and pull a little volume on this to try and make some sense of it. So here you go, right? We were just kind of ranging, right? Just kind of ranging in this little channel here. Boom, boom, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang. Boom, you break up, you break out, we got above this spider line, and now we're back below it. But look at this. This is why I always say that the volume profile tools on TradingView are literally a cheat sheet for trading, guys. You break out of the value area, you break out of the value area, above the value area high. You come all the way up. We broke out. This was actually making me feel pretty good that we smashed through the spider line. And then you come right back down. You find support right on that value area high. You get a nice bounce, and now we are getting another bounce off of that value area high as well. And then if you just pull some of these golden pockets, right? You know, right here, you essentially came up, you came down and bounced right off of that golden pocket. You know, these local golden pockets are really, really helpful. You know, if you're looking to get into some trades, trying to find a good place to get a bounce, you could always pull these local golden pockets. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. So right now, as of right now, guys, we can find some levels below us here. Let's pull up the VPVR. Yeah, what is going on? Guys, we literally have our own trading view now, and now all my indicators are gone. Somebody is on my trading view. If anybody knows how to sign out of all your trading view accounts, let me know, because somebody is on this account, and I think they're deleting our stuff. But anywho, let's go ahead and pull up our Lux Algo support and resistance, but not this one. We want the ones with breaks here. Now, this is how we got that level. If you come all the way back here, now I brought this up yesterday, guys. I've kind of been loving this. Nothing really crazy. Obviously, we are still testing Lux Algo. I'm actually having a pretty good time with it, guys. Great for, I would say this is amazing for, this is amazing for, you know, they have a lot of advanced stuff, but they have like things like this, which is great for beginners, right? Now, basically with this one, you do get these levels of support and resistance, these little blue lines and red lines. But if you come back here, you can kind of see you have a blue line here, you got a blue line here, blue line here. These are all support levels. And if you go ahead and just draw a horizontal line off of this support level, right, that's where I had this level that we bounced down to. And boom, you come right down to that line, right? We grab that line all the way from the left side of the chart, and it plays out right here. So this is a very, very powerful tool. I've absolutely been loving this indicator, which is funny because it's a pretty simple indicator. I don't know exactly what goes into it, but it's just a great, easy way to find support and resistance based off of past price action. And as you can see, last night I was going through the chart, just kind of drawing some of these levels out to see if they were working. And that's how I kept this level here. And we fell right to it. This bear pennant broke right down to it. So super, super useful indicator. And that is on Lux Algo, support and resistance levels with breaks, right? And then I have another indicator from Lux Algo I want to show you that I've been messing around with that is very, very, very cool. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Now, as far as where I think price is going to head in the short term, guys, we do have the money flow on the 15-minute coming back out, which is not the best sign, right? But you have the VWAP coming up. That's sometimes indicative of some sideways actions. You might get some chop out here. Obviously, we got a lot of chop right here. But let's come up to some higher time frames, right? It does look, oh yeah, we are fighting that spider line. But let's see. On the 2 hour, let's turn on Market Cipher A, because I know we were getting some bearish signals here on Market Cipher A on some of these time frames, right? If you go to the 1 hour, so this is, you know, we did print this yellow X, wound up not really playing out that much. We did get a little pump, but you want to remember with the yellow X's, sometimes this is a little bit big of a pump to be a fake out, but sometimes the yellow X's will print. You'll get a scam pump to the upside and then a big dump to the downside, right? And the next level for that would probably, for me, be around 19,820. And then this maybe it was on was it on a different chart? We had these levels and we came down and hit them perfectly. But yeah, no, maybe it was this one. It just got deleted. But we were watching that level and we came right down to it. Now let's get, you do have another level right underneath there. But let's go ahead on the 2 hour and let's just pull, let's pull some more volume here. Let me bring up the, is that what it was? Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and, oh God, where do we even pull the volume for this thing? Right here. Boom. There you go. So you can see here on the longer time frames, let me turn off Market Cipher A so you guys can see what we're doing here. We are coming up to, you know, not only the value area low, but there is also a point of control here. So this is going to be a very, very strong level of resistance. But if we could break this, I think you could possibly come up. Yeah, see money flow coming back out on the 2 hour. I don't know, guys. That might have been the pump right there. That might have been, you know, come up, almost back tested that golden pocket. But I mean, we came up to 20,400 about, and we're just coming back down. Money flow coming out on the 15-minute. But as far as levels, guys, we'll maybe get some more clarity here as the stream goes on. We'll get some price action. But as far as levels, you know, again, let's just pull this volume one more time. You know, right here, that value area, this value area high right here, we'll label that VAH. You know, this is acting as some strong support. If you lose that, you do have the point of control right underneath it and that value area low right here. We'll put a level here as well. We'll put a level here as well. So here's some local levels that you guys can kind of keep an eye on. Let me Let's fix this one, make it a little more accurate. Come on. Boom. Okay. So there you go. There's some levels you guys could probably keep an eye on. You know, maybe we continue up from here. We are, like I said, we are getting, you know, that bounce. We could get that bounce off the golden pocket here. So that point of control and the golden pocket, some real confluence there. So maybe you come down a little bit more before getting a bounce up. But with that money flow coming out on the 2 hour, with a 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour just had the crossover. Hard to read, guys. I'm telling you, it is hard to read the price action lately. Let's go ahead and check chat real quick. You guys got some levels. Let's see. Later, Captain. Oh, Captain is out of here. Let's see. Mrs. Candles secretly practicing TA from your home computer. Looney, what is going on? Thank you for being here, man. I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and check on that. That might be the case. That might possibly be the case. Let's see. Thank you for that, Tyler. Let's see. Is VAH and VAL considered support or only POC? Now, with the fixed range volume profile, guys, the value area high and the value area low, these two blue lines here are, you know, these are support and resistance. They do act as support and resistance. The point of control, now all the point of control is the area where the most volume was traded, right? So this is where the most volume was traded, making it a strong level of support or resistance. And typically when you're above the point of control, the bulls are in control, and when you're below, the bears are in control. So when you're below it, it acts as resistance. When you're above it, it acts as support. So yeah, that's kind of how that works. I hope that answered your question. Let's get the likes up for Frank Kizzle, Candizzle, dropping heat. Almost at 20K subs strong. Let's go. See Mafioso. Let's get it, DJ. I appreciate you, man. Hey, boss, do you take medication for that ADD, or do you just roll with it like me? Bro, I just rock with it, my man. I just rock with it. No medication over here. Shout out to Rob. Let's see. Michael Snelling says, Frankie, say numbers we can all see. Say numbers we all can see the screen. Michael, I'm not sure what you mean. Frankie, say numbers we all can see the screen. Oh, we all can't see the screen, maybe? Maybe that's what you're saying. So I will give you some numbers there. Let me just zoom in. Your local support and resistance here is going to be right underneath you. You do have that level at about 20,122. Right underneath there, you have the point of control at about 20,069. And then right underneath that, you have a level at 19,957. Michael, I think that's what you meant. Hopefully that helped you out. Let's see. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. Mr. Hart teaches. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'll be honest, guys. Obviously, I have not shown a trade in a few streams now. It's because I'm being cautious. You don't always need to be trading. You don't always need to trade every single day. Is it fun to try to hunt out the trades? Absolutely. But you do not always need to trade. You know, sometimes the best, like you said, sometimes the best trade is just staying out of the trade, right? So yeah. Let's see. My ADHD medication has saved me from a lot of dumb decisions. I just need to translate to crypto. Let's go, Jamie. Shout out to you. Yes, thank you, Michael. No problem. We all can't see the screen. Gotcha. Instant sub, great stream. Mark F. Hey, Mark, I'm talking to you. Mark F. So we don't confuse it. Mark F. I'm talking to you. Hi. Hey. Hope you're having a good night. Welcome to the Candle Mafia. My name is Frankie Candles, and on this channel, I show you how to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down. And also, I'll let you know when I'm sitting out, and maybe it's a good time for you to sit out as well. But welcome to the family, my friend. You're in the Mafia now. There's really no getting out. You're kind of stuck with us. Happy to have you, though. Hop in that Discord. We're having a great time over there. What does Bitcoin do what ETH can or might do? Infante. I don't exactly know what you mean. What does Bitcoin do what ETH can or might do? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's one of those times where I'm like having a stroke and can't read. But I'm sorry. I don't understand the question. Let's see. Carlo de Leon. I see you, brother. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I see you, bro. Love you, bro. Thanks for the shout out. Jamie, I got you, brother. I got you. David says their resolution on their live is too low. They need to raise it to 720 or 1080. I have no trouble whatsoever seeing your numbers. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Found something interesting on Tether Dominance, Turn Your Lux Algo on, EQ. Frankie, you're doing a great job, sir. Hey, 4CDC, thank you. I appreciate you. Frankie, you need to go check out the MVRVZ score for BTC. It's not like CBBI where it's made to catch previous peaks. MVI, yeah, you're talking about the Glassnode chart, right? It's pure math based on price of the asset and great DCA zone caller. Love it, chemistry, bro. Yeah, we're gonna work on getting a subscription to Glassnode, and that's a whole nother dimension of technical analysis that we can bring to the channel. So we're not just looking at short-term price action, we're not just looking at long-term price action, we're also looking at the Glassnode stuff, the on-chain data. We are going to bring it all to you guys. To Godfather, what is going on? Welcome, guys. Show the Godfather some love in chat. Frankie, what about Harmony 1 still going down? Oh, we are at an hour. We could probably start looking at some. Frankie's been killing it. Palmetto Nick, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. My vacay setup sucks. I need a home computer. Crypto Anon on vacation. Where you at, bro? What are you doing? Where are you at on vacation? Let me know. What do you think about the meme coins performing so well today? Shout out to the meme coins. They've been crushed. I mean, the thing is, they're gonna get massive pumps, but they're down so much that if you bought them in the past year, they could pump 500%. You're still probably down. So that's kind of. Did you look at the commitment of traders? Lane, I did start to look at it this morning, but I ran out of time. I did look at it though. Very interesting. I'm gonna look deeper into it. I didn't have a lot of time to look at it, but I did check it out. Very interesting. I just want to make sure I understand it before we bring it up on the stream. Thank you for pointing it out, though. Also, shout out to Lane Hughes for pointing out the CBBI, because he's the one that pointed that out to me, and I love that thing. It's very interesting. Is it feasible to just open a short and leave it till November? Not really. You could try. You're gonna pay funding fees. Up, down, move it all around. Mr. A, or Al, as we call him on this channel. What is going on, man? I love you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, is it feasible to just open up a short and leave it till November? Yeah, I know people always say that. Let's see. Hey, G-Man, what is going on, brother? Everyone always says that. Have you ever opened a trade at the bottom of the bear market and held it all the way to the top of the bull market? No. It's really hard to do. It's harder than you would think. But yeah, 10 trades to 100K. Ooh, hey. Frankie got everybody on the bar in Oahu on checking out on vacay. Everyone here wants to know about XRP bottom and Solana bottom. Jason Mack. Frankie got everybody at the bar in Oahu on checking you out. Okay. All right, we'll check out XRP and Solana right now. Jason Mack and all the people in Oahu. We're checking out XRP and Solana in just a second. Hey, first time here, Ray. What's going on, Ray? I feel like you're on the right spot, man. We got Ray, we got Tony, we got Frankie, we got. I'm trying to think of all the Italian names. Yeah, I don't know. Is Ray an Italian name? I don't know. I just feel like Ray's got to be in the mafia, right? What's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. And welcome to the CandleMafia. Cal's World, what's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. 578 people in here, guys. Smash that like button. We're going for 550 today. We did it yesterday. I think we can do it again. Let's get it. All right, let's take a look at XRP, guys. I know XRP. Throw up the X if you're in the XRP army. Love it, guys. We got some haters in the chat today, guys. It makes me feel good. I love when the haters are in the chat. It's so it's like we made it, guys. We made it. People hating on us. We made it. I'm just kidding. They're really just like, they're kind of just hating on TA from what I saw. TA is what do they say? TA means nothing. Okay. Go watch it. Go watch something else. Johnny Two Fingers. Oh God. Look for that CBBI to be in the single digits, that one CME dealer to at least start to add longs, then be heavy DCA time. Oh, baby. Let's see. XRP Army in the house. All right, guys, let's go ahead. YouTube, Bubba's Crypto. YouTube thinks you're saying bad words, but you're not. Hey, what's up, Cows World? All right, guys, let's go ahead and check XRP. Now, again, here you go. these levels on the volume profile tools and trading view are strong. Boom, you came all the way up, worked your way down. You get that bounce off the value area low. You value area high. You broke back down, but these are not just, this is not just like fairy dust, right? This is real stuff. You get rejected, right? You get the bounce. These are strong levels. And then you come right down to this point of control, and you're holding this point of control right here currently. So I actually think, yeah, look at that. Almost perfectly bounced off our level there. But XRP on the 15-minute barely got that money flow crossover, dipping back into the red here. Yeah, very, very, yeah, that's scammy. Let's see. Let's look at the daily. Do you have the weekly green dot on XRP? You are printing that weekly green dot on XRP. Confirmed, actually. I'm sorry. Confirmed weekly green dot would indicate somewhat of a bottom, right? Now, obviously, this is going to be very dependent on what Bitcoin does. But you are, yeah, you are, you know, this would indicate you're coming, you know, somewhere near a bottom with the weekly green dot confirmed. But you want to remember, I don't know if this, yeah, this chart does not go back that far, but we will go, oh wait, did it? We'll go to a different chart. But, you know, you could get these, you could get two green dots, right? You could come up, come back down, you know, just kind of stall out here, get a bigger drop, and then you get the double green dots, and then that's your bottom. Definitely possible, but you know, nonetheless, not a bad sign to see that that weekly green dot. 4-day, yeah, 4-day, you have a confirmed green dot from a while ago, but you know, VWAP looking like it could go either way there. Daily, are you getting the, yeah, you got the little trigger wave with the red dot there on the daily, pretty indicative of a downward movement, and that is what we got, right? Yesterday we were talking about how we could come back down with these, a lot of these daily green dots, and we have seen a lot of things come back down. Obviously, 29 cents is your big area of support. If you want, let's talk if you break 29 cents, where do I think that we would go? If we go ahead and let's pull up that VPVR. I got to stop deleting these and just start hiding them, because obviously you got to redo all the settings. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Bada boom. All right. And then I'm just going to switch this to the left side. Boom. There we go. All right. Let's see. Let's bring this down. Yeah. I mean, 20 cents is your point of control. You know, when looking basically at the entire asset, 20 cents is that super, 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 super high volume area. So that is maybe your, you know, last line of defense if we break here. Now, if we bring this down, yeah, I mean, you do have a lot of, yeah, you get a lot of support. You know, I don't know. You might not break 29 cents, but if we do get some apocalyptic situation where you do break 29 cents and you come down to this 20-cent area, that is going to be very, very strong support. Now, 1 hour, obviously, yeah, these yellow X's have been haunting us on the 1 hour. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, like we always say, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow X's as you're coming down to strong support. When you get the 4th yellow X, it typically indicates seller exhaustion, especially when you're coming down to a point of control area like this. And look at that, you got the bounce. So yeah, you do have your your value area high right here at about 34 cents. Probably going to be that resistance that you come up against if we continue up. You know, maybe we see XRP kind of range, right? You kind of just range in here. But yeah, it's kind of hard to call here. Money flow, you know, in the 1 hour is deep in the red. 2 hour, you're in the red. 30-minute, you're coming up a little bit. 15-minute, you're, yeah, generally coming up here, but you're back in the red again. Again, guys, you know, some of the hardest, you know, some of the hardest charts to read right now, you know, for me, very, very difficult to call these. All right, let's see. Okay. Jimmy, according to Twitter, I'm one of them. Their top percentile XRP holders, Wick 589, with a name like Wick 589. I'm not surprised you're a 1% XRP holder. Let's see. Catch the thorough good ref yesterday. 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. What can you do with XRP? Send cross-border payments. Very scary what Evan was talking about, dead asset levels. Yeah, but you know what? This is why I like Evan so much, is you heard him say it live. He said, maybe I'll wind up being wrong. There's a lot of people out there that are not willing to be wrong, right? Like when you have something, that's kind of the thing that sets it off in my brain. Like, I trust this guy. Like, you have to be willing to accept you might be wrong, right? And that's big, especially for someone in TA to say, when basically your whole job is to come on here and say, it's going to do this or it's going to do that. And like, every day, one of these guys, TA YouTubers, every time we get off camera, it's like, like what we say might not happen. And the people who understand the market, like the people who know what they're doing, understand that we don't have a crystal ball, right? We can be wrong at times. But, a lot of people just, this guy was wrong. He's got no idea what he's talking about. But it's nice to see, people out there like, I could be wrong, guys. Understand. But I think it's important that what he said about that is because you get these diamond hands, buy, diamond hands, Bitcoin to $1 million. Like at some point, you want to, you want to kind of approach it in an objective way, right? Obviously, we all care about Bitcoin. We want Bitcoin to go to the moon. We believe in Bitcoin. But listen, if something crazy happened and Bitcoin was just really becoming a dead asset, how long are you going to continue to say that, before you don't want to wind up being at Bitcoin at $7 and all your money's gone, right? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but, it is, sometimes it's good to hear that stuff sometimes, right? Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's good to hear that stuff sometimes because, sometimes people need to hear the negative, the downside risk, right? If you zoom out, Bitcoin goes up and to the right. That's a fact. But, it doesn't mean it's going to go up forever. But yeah, I like that he said that. Who sends cross-border payments with XRP now? In the future, that's the thing. The potential for it to be adopted by banks and is huge. It's very, 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 very big. Wahoo! You mean even Frank can be wrong? Mickey Snelling. That's right. Sometimes I can be wrong. It's very rare though. Okay, it's very rare. I'm kidding, guys. I'm human too, right? Especially when you're predicting something like it's like being in the room with a dog, right? And it's like the dog's sitting there. It's like I think the dog's probably gonna sit there for the next 2 minutes, but maybe it gets up and walks away. But there's also a chance that it stays there, right? That's a weird example, but. Yeah, I could be wrong too sometimes. We do get it right way more than we get it wrong. I don't really have much of the, like when I started this, I was like, oh God, I just got to get ready because I'm bound to be wrong at some point. And, we're not dead on every single time, but there really hasn't been anything that we're like super, super wrong about. And I think it's partially due to the fact that I don't really involve emotion into this whole thing, right? I approach everything objectively. I'm never, here's something here's something I think I will wind up being wrong about. Bottoming out in the mid to low 20s, I might wind up being really wrong about that. But I wasn't sitting here going, there's no way we go below 20K. It's impossible. Like I wasn't saying that. I said, I think we'll bottom out in the mid to low 20s. And if we break lower, then we'll assess the situation, which is exactly what we'll do, right? So yeah, but for the most part, we've been much more right than we are wrong. Let's see. So you're not an alien out of here. You're not. No, I'm not an alien. I swear. Definitely not an alien. Future Frankie, they used to call him. That's right. Let's see. You're only human, bro. It's okay to do mistakes. Yeah, absolutely. Mas Snokas, absolutely. Nice to see you with your own channel, Frankie. Have a good evening. Hey, Mason Payne, I appreciate you. Have a good one, my man. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. So XRP, there's some levels you guys can watch. Obviously, right above you, you might, 34 cents, probably gonna be some pretty serious resistance, right? And then below you, 31 cents could act as support. Worst case scenario, at least in the short term, if things get apocalyptic overnight somehow, I don't think that's probably gonna happen. But if it does, 29 cents is gonna hold. There's really nothing, we don't have yellow X's on the 3-day right now. Like everything looks okay. But, like I said, like Evan was saying, you want to look at the longer time frames, even on Bitcoin, and then we'll go right back to the alts. You want to look at the longer time frames because those are the stronger things, right? When you have, bullish divergences popping up on the on the higher time frames, 2-day bullish divergence, very rare, very powerful. Looks like it's going to print a red dot pretty soon. Might invalidate it, but these are the time frames you want to put a little more weight on, and then you let the noise on the lower time frames happen, right? If the 2-day is screaming we're going up, right? Doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out, but if the 2-day is screaming that we're going up, you might just want to let, the smaller time frames up, down, range, dump, up, down, up, down. When that happens on the 5, the 15 minute, it's not affecting the daily, right? It's not really affecting the daily that much. So you're going to let the noise happen on the lower time frames and trust what's happening, kind of putting more weight on those higher time frames because they're stronger, right? Similar to how we talk about the weekly blood diamond, right? We brought this up. People said TA is garbage. It doesn't, TA never works. Blah, 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 right? Because we called this and we got a little pump right after we called it, right? But it doesn't matter because it's just noise on the lower time frames, right? These longer time frames take time to play out. So that's a perfect example, right? We called the blood diamond, you get a little pump, everyone says you're wrong, and then look how it wound up playing out. So you want to kind of be very forward thinking with this, and that's what, very, very good thing that Evan said. I like that he said that. I have 4 shorts open. Let's go. Golf Josh. Let's get it. Shout out to GF Burke 3 says your Windows 10 version is way outdated. Someone's got to say it, right? Shout out to GF. Let's see. Isn't there a huge bear flag on the weekly time frame? No, I don't see one. Let's see. I like to pursue XRP scan from time to time to get an idea of traffic on the XRP ledger itself. Is that what you mean? Interesting. Wick, that's interesting. I like that. Incoming bear nuke, maybe. LFG, CandleMafia, you the man. Let's go. Matthew Barnes, welcome back. Thank you for being here. I don't think it will hold. We have over a year before the halving. Yeah, DK, yeah, we have time. I think it is more likely that, whether we come crashing down like crazy more or just kind of waddle, sideways or, crab down and, sideways bearish. Yeah, that is, I do think we have longer to go, whether it's sideways and down or a massive dump and then sideways accumulation. I agree with you 100%. I think we have way more of a bear market to go, right? Even if that bear market is going to be like sideways accumulation. All right, let's see. Gotta run, Frankie. Thanks for the stream. Happy trading, American Crypto Monster. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Solana. We're going to take a look at Solana right now. All right, let's see. Solana. Let's see if we can get an older chart. Well, let's go to the Coinbase chart. All right. Okay. On to the daily. Red dot confirmed on the daily. Nothing to be surprised about there. Here's a nice little bull pennant for you guys, playing out perfectly. That was a while ago, obviously, but red dot on the daily, not looking the best. Checking that 4-hour, you are getting that VWAP crossover, confirmed VWAP crossover. Not too shabby. Checking that 15-minute, yeah, not what you want to see. Get that 4-hour VWAP crossover with the money flow crossover on the 15-minute. Typically a good sign to come up a little bit. Not what we're seeing here. Checking the 30-minute blood diamond confirmed about an hour ago. Not good. Probably going to see this could probably bring you down a little bit more. I would say probably likely, from 33 to maybe $31 could be in the cards for Solana. Let's see. There you go. You are coming up to a nice golden pocket. That is a decent golden pocket right there. Blood diamond, maybe it pushes you through that golden pocket, but that is a little plus for the bulls. You do have that golden pocket right underneath you, but blood diamond on the 30-minute, not the best sign. Oh, God, yellow X's everywhere. But look, remember what I just said, guys. 4 yellow X's. That 4th yellow X could indicate seller exhaustion while you're coming down to the golden pocket here. So, yeah, this could indicate that maybe this yellow X just brings you down to the golden pocket again, but it might not play out in the most bearish sense because you are coming down to that golden pocket. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow X's, seller exhaustion is likely. So usually it's that first yellow X and that second yellow X that drop you the most, and then the 3rd and 4th typically indicate that seller exhaustion. So for Solana, listen, if you do come down lower, you are, you could, if you break this golden pocket, right? If you break this golden pocket, you might, boom, come back down here to about 31.63. If you break that, you're probably going to come down to this 786 at about, what is that at? About, let me just read the exact number here. Come on. Let's see. At about, I can't even read that, 30.45 or 30.46, I believe. So these are 2 levels that I would watch for Solana. But again, might not break that golden pocket because of that 4th yellow X. Let's see what's up with the likes, CandleMafia. We need to do better. Yeah, smash the like button, guys, if you want to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure for a chance to win those giveaways. And lately, I've been giving you guys extra spins because we've kind of been slacking on the challenges. Just for the most part, because I don't know where people put my crickets. They moved a bunch of stuff. I don't know where the hats are. I got to find them. I'm very busy. We are completely revamping the wheel for the super chats, which are coming soon, guys. Believe it or not, I know I've been saying that for like a year, but they are coming soon. So we've just kind of been, we've been trying to revamp things. So we've kind of been light on the challenges and just kind of giving you guys extra spins for giveaways because that's probably what you guys really care about. Let's see. What do we got? We got Dan T in chat. What is up, Dan T? Thank you for being here, man. I love you, brother. Let's see. You should really stop saying the name of God in vain. Did I say God's name in vain? Oh, God. I guess that's saying it in vain. Wow. You can't make this up, guys. You can't make this up. Crypto Street Fight. Ron and Tyler, place your bets, folks. Hi, Jacko. What is going on? Let's see. Can we get our likes up, Mafia LFG? Let's get it, guys. Yeah, going for 550, and now we're kind of outweighed here. We only have 511 people in here. Run it up to 550. Let's see. Let's see how much you guys want giveaways. If you run it up to if we get 550 likes, I'll give you guys 15 spins on the wheel. 15 spins for 550 likes. Let's go. Let's see. Just say 10 Hail Marys. Okay. Shout out Matthew Barnes. Michael Snelling says, the merch giveaway would be way better if it was signed. You guys want me to sign the merch? I will sign it. So for the hats, the hats that we're giving away, I'm going to ship right from the manufacturer to the people. But when we get the official hats, we are getting hats made. They are in the works. I'm going to say it. They're not going to be the exact same hats because the people, like, we got these. I got this as a birthday present. So, but we are getting basically the same hat. We're going to match it as similar as we can. It's going to be gray mesh back. It's going to be a snapback. You're going to get the black on the front with the leather patch with the Frankie Candles logo. Super low key. It doesn't say Frankie Candles or anything. It just has the little Frankie Candles logo. It's like if you know thing. If someone sees you out there, they notice you have candles on your hat. They're like, hey, do you trade? But yeah. So, but when we get the official ones, I believe we will have them in-house. In which case, if it is requested, I'm not just going to sign them all, but if you guys request to have them signed, I'll sign them for you for sure. Be pretty cool. It'd be like my first autograph I ever did. It's crazy, weird life I'm living right now. But let's see. How about Matic TA? Hey, who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Who said it? Ristic. I don't know how to say your name, but let's do it. Matic. 600 likes, and I'll add 5 NFTs. Oh, God, it's going to be one of those. All right, guys, 600 likes, you're probably going to get like 40 NFTs because now Tony's doubling down. I'm going to have to double down. We're just going to wind up giving away all our money. So 600 likes. You heard it here first. Matic, here we go. Polygon Tether. Let's get it. Probably going to look very similar. Probably going to be looking very, very similar to everything else. Oh, baby, look at that little pop ski. Let's go. Jimmy Two Shoes, Frankie Boy, OG CandleMafia. Appreciate you regardless of giveaways. Let's go. Jimmy Two Shoes, I love you, brother. Let's see. If you don't...
Could you say that again?
No, I'm not going to say it again. Siri, get out of my face. Let's see. That's not what it's called. Do homework. Don't know. Dot is better than Soul. I'm trying to see what bullish on parade. I'm trying to see what you said. That's what I said. I don't know. I don't even know if you're talking to me or somebody in chat. But, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Bada boom. Let's go. All right. On the daily for Matic, you are getting that red dot, right, with the little trigger wave. Is it confirmed? I don't think it's confirmed. Not confirmed just yet. Probably going to confirm here in about 42 minutes. Most likely will confirm if I had to put my money on it. But little trigger wave, right? A lot of times, I talk about this all the time. You know, a lot of times this could bring you down quite a bit. Looking at the 4-hour money flow, looking to get into that red area, looking for the crossover over that below that 0 line. Not the best look. 2-hour is in the red, coming down pretty aggressively. Could print a bullish divergence here, actually, in just a little bit. Yeah, right here. Boom, you're basically coming down like that, and you're basically coming up like that. Obviously, you want to wait for that green dot to print right here on the momentum wave, and once that confirms, it would be a legit bullish divergence, and, you know, typically you do see price squeeze up from there. So, you know, probably going to come back and test these levels, you know, right about here. Just looking at the price action, probably going to come up and test these levels right here. So there you go. Watch out for that 2-hour bullish divergence to confirm, you know, start printing and then confirm on Matic. Now, I would be careful because you did just get that money flow crossover. So, you know, the bullish divergence would play out much better if you had money flow on the way up as the bullish divergence. So if you're printing a bullish divergence like, you know, the green dots like right here, and you have the money flow already curving up, that would be a better play. So you want to be careful because money flow is coming out, but nonetheless, you could get some sort of a pop off of that. Let's see. Does the volume seem low today on BTC? I don't think necessarily. We could check. We should have checked coin market cap. Bullish divergence in a bear market. Yeah. Yeah, with that being said, guys, be careful because, again, daily bullish divergences were popping up all over the place. It was on Bitcoin, and it barely played out. It played out much better on Matic, I will say that. You know, bullish divergence right here, boom. I mean, just to show you guys how well these play out, right? They can play in a bear market, but they don't play out as well as they do in a bull market. Boom, right here. I'm not going to get this. I'm not going to draw this absolutely perfectly because I don't want to waste time. But there you go. Lower, higher low on your momentum waves, lower low on price. Boom, price comes up. That's typically how these bullish divergences play out. You know, these are the most reliable. You know, I love divergences. I guess you can consider me a divergence trader. I don't only trade divergences, but you could bet when I see divergences, I'm looking to get into trades just because of how well they play out. Look, boom, boom, like literally right on the green dot. Bam, you come up. What was the percentage on that? Let's just say you got in there, got out. If you got out at the exact top, 78%. You don't even need leverage. You don't need leverage for that. You could just spot trade that and almost double your money. So that is, yeah, that's crazy. So I love these bullish divergences, but in a bear market, they don't play as well. So be very careful. You know, remember the trend is your friend, guys. We're in a bear market. You know, shorts. Be greedy with the shorts, conservative with the longs. I'll leave that at that. Let's see. Hey, Masnokas, have a good night. Damn, I missed the USTC pump. I had charted set. I got a notice that that Bybit added a USDC USDT pair or USC some weird stablecoin pair. That's kind of weird. You use up to 75x leverage. Anyway, let's see. I'm ready to engage in actual. Oh my God, crypto God, let's go. I salute you. I salute you, sir. Dude keeps getting deleted. Who's getting deleted? Get him out of here. I have a bad habit. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I have a bad habit of just like reading people's going to live my life while you guys sit in the dark and look at slow charts. I love this. I love this. This guy's gonna be poor the rest of his life. Anyway, this is what the people. I have a bad habit, guys. Like the mods take out. They'll like remove the haters or whatever, and I just like I always view their messages. It's like emotional self-emotional abuse. It's like self-inflicted emotional abuse. I just want to see what the haters have to say. It's like weird. Like you don't want to look, but I have to look. I want. Like, what are you saying about me? But this guy's just hating on crypto, saying crypto's dead forever. I guess. Poor guy. I mean, I guess not impossible completely, but like that guy's a poor guy. I hope he's still in here. You're gonna be poor forever, my friend. I don't wish that on you. I just hope you. I hope you see the light one day. It doesn't have to be crypto. I mean, just do your own thing. Go trade stocks. That's fine too. Haters sipping on broke soup. Poverty. Guilty pleasure. Yeah, totally. Oh God. Gotta love it. Frank. Yeah, Tony gets mad at me. Frank, stop reading the deleted comments. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed. I read one before. I kind of like. I don't really care because. I always say this, guys. As we slow down here, I do have to make this BitBoy crypto video, so I might hop out of here a little bit early. Says Frank every single stream, never does it. But yeah, guys, like I've had a lot of stages in my life. I've been very, 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 very low. I've been very high. I've been low again. I've been very high, very low, very, very low, underground low. And he just Discorded me, dude. Seriously, stop reading them. But yeah, I feel bad for the haters because I used to, I went through a time in my dark time in my life and I found myself like sending just random hate comments like a hater. I was hating like a hater, just like for no reason, just hating on people's videos and then like, I kind of came out of that dark time and I looked back and I instantly, I thought to myself, I'm like, you're doing this because you feel like garbage about yourself. And it's true. In hindsight, I felt like garbage because I had nothing going on in my life. I had nothing going on. I don't know why I'm saying this on the internet, but whatever. I had nothing going on. And I was pissed off. I hated myself because I had nothing going on. Nothing was going my way. And I saw other people doing well, and I was jealous. So I hated on them. And I think it's hard for a lot of people to kind of see that while it's happening, but for some reason my brain's weird. And I would literally hate, and I'd be like, I know I'm doing this because I hate myself. Like, I know I'm disappointed with how my life is right now, and this is why I'm hating on this guy. But I couldn't help myself. So I really, on another level, genuinely feel empathy for these people. I do, because I know what it's like to be in that spot. I was broke. I was a loser. I had nothing. And that's why I was hating. So when I see people out there hating, that's kind of, I think back to the times where I was hating, the position I was in, and I genuinely feel horrible for these people because it's not fun to be in that spot. Trust me, I was there. But hey, BMBTA, shout out to Crypto Billy. Let's get into it on that note. But yeah, so I do. Yeah, the guy said this guy's talking air. That pisses me off. But it's okay. It's okay. I know he's much sadder than I am. So I hope you feel better, hater, if you're still watching. We love you. We love the hater yesterday. That was so funny. The hater in chat yesterday. We were like, I was like, hey man, sorry, we gotta let you go. Love you. We'll see you next time. And then we booted him. It's fun. It's a sign of success, I guess. Everybody wants to be in the Candle Mafia. All right, giving life lessons. Find your people. Let's go. Crypto Billy. I saw that picture, I think in the testimonials, said find your people. Brought a tear to my eye, bro. Super, super dope. I love that picture, man. I'll never forget that time meeting you. Crypto Billy, special thing for you. You were the first person ever to bring to notice me in public and just come up and be like, hey, you're Frankie Candles. So I will never, ever forget that moment. That was a super cool moment for me. Super, super cool moment for me. So we shared a special moment, Crypto Billy. All right, taking a look at BNB with that blood diamond on the daily. Hang on, I gotta clean my screen. That's a blood diamond on the daily. That is a blood diamond on the daily. Not a good look for BNB. As you guys can see here, the last blood diamond brought us down 42%. Not saying that it has to bring us down 42% this time, but it could be, yeah. All right, let's bring up that VPVR because I have a feeling Yeah, I have a feeling. Yep, there it is. Boom. Yep, here we go, guys. Here we go. BNB might be ready to tank. Clip it. Somebody clip it. BNB might be ready to take a large tumble. And I mean a large, fast tumble here. We talk about this all the time, guys. Now, will it play out? Doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out. But you look here. Boom. If we break this box, you can notice, right? You got all this volume, all these volume spikes, right? All these levels to bounce off of. You bing, you bong, you bing, you bong, you bing, you bong, right? But now you notice 0 volume spikes here. Big old goose egg right here. And if you bring it out here and you circle the area, you can see how fast we shot through this area on the way up, right? You can see right as we broke this level, right? Right as we broke this level, boom, you shot up super, super fast because of this low volume area. And if we break down into this purple box, somebody clip it, could be let me get rid of these lines. Could be a very good chance that we get from 211 down to 137 pretty quickly. Now, obviously, it's a daily chart, so quickly for the daily is not as quick as the 1 minute, but, could get bringing it back up here, there is just, there's literally nothing there, like nothing. Sometimes you get like a little blip. There is nothing there. You got a giant spike up. So if we break into this low volume area, mark my words, things could pick up pretty quickly and we can get a massive dump down. And that blood diamond right at support. It's decent that the blood diamond is popping up at support because it's better than it popping up on a big pump. If you had a big pump up and then it printed at the top, you could dump down like crazy. But be careful because if we break into here, right, maybe you get saved right here, but it could possibly pick up pretty quickly for a fast drop down there. So keep a lookout for that. Let's see. Amber heard that like button. Oh, you're funny. Amber heard that like button. Life for life. Let's go. What you drawing, Frankie? Oh my God. Did I just? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Everybody's putting the eggplant emojis in. I was like, man on camera. Oh boy. I remember the Find Your People stream was super moving to me too, fam. You are all my people. Hashtag CandleMafia. Bubba's Crypto. I love you. You guys are the best. We love you, Bit Squad. Let's go, Alberto. Let's go. Here we go. Another deleted message. Let's watch it. Oh, that was actually a hater hating on haters. I don't even think he's a hater. I think he's a CandleMafia guy hating on haters. But I'll leave the mods to do their job. I trust them. Blood diamond on the 1 day on BTC. No, not when I checked. Oh boy, did it print? No. Okay, yeah, we don't. We don't have one on BTC. That was on BNB. Let's see. Oh, we got thunder rolling here in Georgia. Let's go. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to say anything about it. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know. You guys get your minds out of the gutter. All right, let's see. Then Frankie asks to unblock folks from the chat. Look at the love flowing out of this guy. Wick, let's go. Yeah, listen, we love the haters too. I think we handled the hater last night pretty well, right? I told him I loved him. I said, listen, bro, we love you, but we got to go separate ways. I hope enjoy your life. We love you. See you next time. We just kicked him out. We nicely kick people out because we are hater hating on haters. Haterception. Let's go. Slightly poggy. Let's go. Crow, we can take a look at Crow. Debate Crypto at 7:30 will be live. I am actually going to wrap up here really quick. We'll take a look at Crow. This will be the last one, and then I will cut you guys loose. Don't forget to do your homework, guys. There will be a pop quiz tomorrow morning. And don't forget to have your papers written on the fixed range volume profile on my desk tomorrow. If you want a good grade, you can hand it in early for extra credit. But yeah, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding, obviously. Anyway, daily red dot on Crow, right? Looking very similar to Bitcoin. Let's look for that blood diamond on the 30-minute. No, 45. No, looking okay. Yeah, looking the same as Bitcoin, to be 100% honest with you. What's the 15? Yeah, 10-minute back in the red, 15-minute. Yeah, you didn't even cross over with the 15-minute. You just got rejected off that zero line. You're coming back out. I'd say a little more bearish on Crow for the most part. Let's see. Boom. I'll pull a little volume profile. Come on. Let's go, computer. You can do it. You can do it. Should we turn on the turbo fan? You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Is it going to go? Is it going to work? All right, guys. I broke trading view. I broke trading view. All right. Let's try that again. There we go. Wow, that time it happened quick. Again, guys, fixed range volume profile. Look at the value area high. Rejected. Support. 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 BK Hase 3000. I don't know how to say your name, but shout out to you. You guys are funny. It's I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't give this attention, but you guys know how to pop up on my computer screen here. I'll just say that. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate you. Rejected, right? Bounce, 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 right? It's almost like these levels are strong, right? It's almost like TA does something, right? Boom. Rejected, rejected, rejected. Bounce, 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 right? Pretty strong levels with these volume profiles. I will preach these till I'm blue in the face. I love them. But with Crow, just some levels you can watch, in the short term. We'll go back to the 2 hour. Just in the short term here, you are bouncing off this point of control. You do have, let me just turn this off. You do have a level right here at about 12 cents. I would say about 12, 0.122 cents. As resistance above you, your POC down here is coming in at about 11.5 cents. And then your value area low is about 10 cents, almost 11 cents. So these are some levels you can watch, but I would feel a little more bearish just based off of that daily red dot. The money flow, coming back out on the 15-minute here, getting rejected off the zero line. Yeah, let's see. I got to roll. Night Mafia, love y'all. Captain. I almost said Captain Anon. Crypto Anon, thank you, brother. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you so much, brother. Have a good night. And then let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. Creeping up on 440 likes. Didn't quite make it to 550. But that's okay. We'll still spin the wheel. We still have 4 spins to go. So let's go ahead and pull up our wheel. Oh, God. I just typed in Wheel of Pain in my search bar to pull up our wheel, and that's not what it's called. All right. Pulling back. I got the screen. I'm not going to forget the screen. All right. Let's see. Big sell wall for BTC at 20,035. Let's see. Is Lifer in here? All haters, please direct your hate towards me. I will absorb the shots for Frankie. Let's go. Bubba's and Chusei. No stream at Debate Crypto tonight. Just check. Thank you for the update, Crypto Billy. I appreciate you. Spin number 1. Here we go. Frankie Candles University. Welcome. Right, let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Oh, funny hat. Funny hat. We will. I promise you guys, I will bring the funny hats back when I find out where they put them. But just know we're spinning these. I'll give you guys some extra spins maybe because I've been kind of slacking on the challenges. But just wait for the new wheel. Just wait for the super chats and the new wheel. It's going to be a blast. Spin number 2. Only got 4 today. 4 low spins. Let's see. Chemistry Bro says I'll add 100 XRP to the giveaways at 500 likes. Oh, God. Chemistry Bro. Let's get it. These are the diehards, people. Gotta love these people. Spin number 2. 3. Spin number 3. I'm sorry. Here we go. Get it, baby. Get it. Giveaway numero 1. Spin number 4. Here we go. 4 spins. Crypto God, I see you. Oh, baby, deep fake. I still have 1 deep fake you guys haven't seen, I think. I will put it in the chat. But short IMX to bottom of rising wedge, easy money. I mean, I got to check that. Let's go ahead and check it out. What time frame you looking at, Chusei? Let me know. Automatically, yeah. Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay. Let's see. Let's find this rise and wedge. Oh, baby, you hear that thunder? Is this what you're talking about? Right here? That was like a, oh boy. Is this the rise and wedge? I mean, this is a rough drawing, but yeah, let me know. I guess maybe if you draw it to the wicks, it's still in play. Yeah, there you go. I think that's what you're talking about. I think that's what you're talking about, Chusei. Possibly a little, boom, 6%. All right, guys, there you go. I think that's what Chusei was talking about. I'm not 100% sure. That was super on the fly. But, guys, get my Hawaiian volcanic water out of the shot and my other water out of the shot. Guys, with all that being said, I think that's all I got for tonight's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you liked all the sauce that Evan Aldo was spitting. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys liked having Evan on the show, and we will have him on much more often. Tom Crown, I'm sure you're not watching still, but thank you for popping in here. He will hopefully be will be our next guest on the show. We got Crypto Lifer hopefully coming on. We got a bunch of people lined up. So I hope you guys are liking the guest, and I hope you learned something on tonight's stream. I got to go make this Big Boy Crypto video. So that's all I got for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, right here, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. That's all I got. I love each and every single one of you. Smash that, hit the subscribe button and smash that like on your way out. Let's get to 500 before the stream actually ends. I love all of you guys. Have a good night. Be safe. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong. You guys thought I was gone. You guys thought I was gone, didn't you? Real quick, guys, little last thing here. I forgot to mention this today. Registration is still open for the next 7 days for our for the WSOT run by Bybit. 7 days left for registration, giving away $8 million in prizes. I believe it's only for non-US citizens, but I do like to get you guys on the Bit Squad. You can go to frankiecandles.com and go ahead and join the team to hop on the Bit Squad. Just wanted to bring that up. I have so much to remember. I always forget to mention everything I have to mention. With all that being said, I think, oh, there you go. I brought up my screen. There you go, frankiecandles.com. You just scroll down. You will see it here. You click the join button, and you can sign up there for the World Series of, not poker. I almost said poker, of trading. Guys, with all that being said, that's all I got. I almost said be blessed. I can't take Ben's sign out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love each and every single one of you. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.